Hello, my quarantine friends, neighbors, and family. I hope you guys are doing well and are staying safe and aren't going too insane yet. I think I might be. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, let's play with some makeup. This is the Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie. This foundation, I think I got it from Ipsy. I'm not 100% sure. I got it from somewhere. And I decided to do a review on it. I've only worn this once. I didn't get to do like a full pay attention review on it. So I figured I'd do it with you guys. So if you guys are interested to see how this baby goes and works and wears, stay here with me. So how are you guys feeling? Like, seriously, it is crazy. Like, I never in my life thought something like this would happen. You know, you never really think of something like this. Even for a person with anxiety like me who thinks of the stuff that aren't supposed to happen. But anyway, on to this foundation. So, like I said, this is the Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie Long Wear Foundation and Concealer. Mine is in MG3, which I found was a very good match. So thank you to whoever sent this to me. You did a really good job. Anyway, so the claims are that it's infused with like skincare ingredients. It's good for all age type skin. It blurs, it enhances beauty. It's age defiant with like keratin. It's antioxidant, vegan friendly, has green tea, ginseng, vitamin B. It is a medium to full coverage, and it helps with like keeping your skin safe from like environmental stressors and like blue light or something like that. And there's actually 100 shades. Can you believe that? That's awesome. 100 shades from, you know, warm tones to cool tones to peachy tones, whatever, you name it. Their website said it was all there. So that's pretty awesome. So obviously we want to give it a fair chance. So I will be using my favorite foundation brush here. This is from Tarte. I think it's a foundation brush. I'm pretty sure it is, but this is what I use it for. I'll also be using my favorite beauty blender here. This is from Juno, and I just love how soft it is and how good it just like puts the makeup on. So I'm gonna prime one side of my face the way I normally do. I'm gonna use some Coconut Skin Smooth Priming Moisturizer just on one side, just to see how the foundation does on its own on the other. So we gotta remember, right side, we're priming and moisturizing. I do have oily skin, but I do like to put a little bit of moisture on. Us oily skin girls, we need moisture too. So the next thing I'm gonna do is prime using my Tarte Double Duty Beauty. Yeah, this little guy here. And I'm just gonna do the same thing, just put it on that one side. Going in with my brush here. Hopefully I have enough product in here. Let's hope so. I'm gonna put it in the back of my hand, just that much. And I'm actually gonna put this on the side that I did prime. It doesn't have a strong scent, which is good. I don't like when my foundations have strong scents. They really turn me off. But so far it doesn't have a strong scent, so that's good. It's blending out really well with the brush, I will say. And it's almost drying down instantly. So that was a nice coverage. I would say that's kind of like a medium because I can still see some of my imperfections here. But for a medium, that is a really nice coverage. It's very, like, it's very blurring. Like, it blurred my pores here. It blurred my pores here. Like I said, I hope I have enough. I'm going to go ahead and do another layer, about the same. And do the same thing just to see how it layers. And if it does, do like a full cover. So right here is where all my imperfections are. So I'm going to kind of go there mostly to see how it covers. And it seems like it's doing a really good job. I mean, you can still see a little bit. So I wouldn't say it's a full cover, but it's definitely a good coverage. It's very pretty. It's almost like a liquid to powder kind of finish. A nice, I would say matte. It's a nice matte finish. It's more like a light powdery finish. But it's definitely pretty and I'm definitely liking it. I do like the coverage. I'm not one for like, bam, like full thick looking coverage. So this is like perfect right here. You can still see a little bit, but it's not gonna bother me personally, just because, like I said, this is pretty much what I usually like. I like to look like I'm wearing makeup, but not a whole ton of makeup. Going to the other side, we're gonna use our sponge, and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna put it in the back of my hand, about the same amount. Pick it up with my sponge here and kind of dot it everywhere. See if we get the same effect. And if I like the sponge, which I usually do, I like how the sponge just evens everything out and makes it look more natural and airbrushed. I mean, I love the brush. I've always loved the brush too. But I'm finding that I like the application of the sponge more. I usually try not to go too much under my eye, just because I usually put concealer on, but I think I'm gonna let this foundation do all the work. With the sponge, it's very similar to the side with the brush, but I will say that it's more sheer, which, you know, sponges tend to do that. So, I can't say that I like one more than the other. They're pretty similar. I like them both. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to add another layer and see what that does. I did have enough foundation, I hope. So doing about the same size. I'm going to do about the same thing. Distribute it evenly, especially the nose. I always have trouble with my nose. Do you guys have trouble with your nose? I have trouble with my nose. Like, I'll put foundation on my nose and it seems like it like comes off faster than anywhere else. Does that make sense? I don't know. I don't know if it's just my nose or if it's just like an everybody thing, like where foundation doesn't seem to want to stick to the nose like everywhere else. All right, so that's both of them with 2 applications each. I will say the second application with the sponge seems heavier for some reason. I don't know. Remember, I didn't put anything primer or moisturizer wise on this side, so I don't know if that's part of the deal here, but it does seem much heavier on this side compared to this side. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference on camera. I can definitely tell the difference here. I mean, it's not bad. I just can tell the difference. I do feel like the sponge side made it more fuller coverage, maybe? Like, I don't feel like I can see as much on this side as I can on this side. So my first impression so far as putting it on, you don't feel it. I will say that it's kind of lightweight, but you do see it. Even though this side was the brush side, it's kind of a little bit more sheer, I guess. I can still like see it. like I can definitely tell that I am wearing foundation. Nothing wrong with that, because we are wearing foundation. But as far as that, like, you can definitely tell that I'm wearing something on my face. It's not very skin-like, I guess, is what I'm looking for. But I don't have many complaints here. It went on very nice, both brush and sponge. It's a very nice, even coverage. Like I said, it's lightweight. Now I have sensitive skin, so we definitely gotta keep an eye, because I am gonna wear this for at least 8 hours today. So we gotta keep in mind as far as breaking out, or I have oily skin, which I did forget to powder my moisturizer and primer, which I always do, and I forgot. So the foundation is definitely on its own today. But we're definitely going to see if it breaks me out and how my oils come in. If it's maybe sweat proof, we'll see that too, because I've been starting to work out again, just, you know, to pass time, because we're stuck here, you know, so we got to do something. Not saying that I shouldn't work out. I definitely should work out. But we're definitely going to test that out. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, I am finished my face. I'm a little disappointed so far. I'm not a huge fan on it. I did put more than I usually put on, so that might be it too. But I feel like it's starting to cake around my mouth. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, especially like right here. It's starting to get very cakey. And then it's starting to like settle right here by my nose, which is not a good look. And it doesn't feel heavy, but it's starting to look very heavy. The longer that it's sitting on my face. I did put some Becca powder on to set it. I just did my regular bronzer and blush and a little bit of highlight, and obviously my eyes and some lips. But the foundation itself, like around here, around my nose, around my chin, is starting to look very cakey and not what I really like. But we'll see, you know, maybe once my oils start coming through, it'll look more natural. Fingers crossed. Who knows? Give you guys a little bit of a closer view of what I'm talking about. Just see how it's like, I don't know, kind of settling. And then it's looking very like cakey, very heavy. It is about 3:30 right now, so I guess I'll be back about 10 o'clock and see how it wore, see how it did throughout the day. Like I said, I am planning on working out and doing some, you know, usual cleaning, stuff like that. So we'll see how it does with like sweating and, you know, whatever. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. It sounds such like a good product that I don't want it to flop, but just from like the initial you know, process from like putting it on to now, when you know, I have all my makeup on and stuff like that, it's not looking the best for me. So we'll see. I'll see you guys around 10-11 o'clock. So I thought I'd do a quick update. It's only been about an hour and it's already starting to break or separate, if you want to say, along my above the lip. And on this side, it's starting to look like my oils are like kind of coming through. This side is still not too bad, but it still does look cakey, obviously. But like right here and right here, as you can see, separating. Even like on my forehead is kind of separating and doing some weird stuff. So I'm not too much of a big fan right now. So it is about 8:30 right now. I decided on making this short just because I'm not liking it. The more I keep looking in the mirror or in my phone, it looks really horrible, really greasy, really just disgusting. On camera, it definitely does not look that bad. But just in life here, it's a whole mess. It really is. I'm definitely not liking it. I feel like I'm caked up. I feel like I am a greasy, disgusting mess. I mean, it is still all on amazingly, except for right here on my nose. It has broken up around like the above my lip here, around my nose, and it's like patchy on my nose. I don't know what's going on there. And right here, I don't know if you can see that. You see how patchy it is? Like, this is gross. It is disgusting looking. It made me so sad because I had really high hopes for this, and I have a little breakout right here. This friend decided to join us. This friend said they did not like the makeup either. So, with that being said, I'm going to get my little blotting paper and we'll see how bad this grease. So, I feel like even if I were to powder this, it's not going to do anything. Nothing is going to help right now. It's a lost cause, pretty much. I'm so disappointed because the foundation just sounded amazing. And the fact that they got my my shade right was awesome too, but there's no point. That's how bad it is. You saw how that just stuck? Ooh. Look at that. Disgusting. And it's not even the oils. Like sometimes, you know, when your oils come out, like it just makes the foundation just beautiful, flawless, and it just gives you like that healthy glow. Like this, like you guys saw my nose. It did nothing. Not a darn thing. I do still have enough to give it another shot, which is amazing about these little trial thingies, bottles. Is that you get to try them more than once at least. So maybe next time if I do something different, maybe if I do my normal powdering underneath, maybe use a different powder, different primer, who knows? I don't know. I just know it made me very upset. And I know, I know every time I looked in the mirror, I was just like, I want this to be over. Like, I'm just over this. I'm done with it. There's another one. Drenched in oils. Look at that. Oh my, look at my nose. My nose looks so bad. Like, this is not even a foundation that you can fake. Like, you can't powder and go and be like, yep, I'm still flawless. I mean, it's still there. It's still on my cheeks. It's just this portion, my T-zone. It's a no. The chin. That looks so disgusting. It looks like I have a skin issue. With that being said, we are ending this review. I give this foundation, I'm gonna say a 2 out of 5 stars. Just the coverage was really beautiful. The fact that it went on with a brush and with a sponge was amazing. The fact that it lasts is pretty amazing too. But just the fact that it does nothing with my oils, not this time around anyway. It does nothing with my oils, and it just did this weird like separation deal right here, and I'm not understanding what's going on. But if you guys did enjoy this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. It would mean the absolute world to me. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much, guys. Love you.